What if I told you that blockchain is far more than just Bitcoin? While most people associate it with cryptocurrency, this groundbreaking technology is quietly revolutionizing industries you'd never expect, like healthcare, supply chains, and even voting systems. The future isn't just digital, it's decentralized. Are you ready to see how? When people hear the word blockchain, they immediately think of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But what if I told you that blockchain is transforming industries beyond finance in ways that most people don't even realize? This revolutionary technology isn't just about digital money. It's about trust, transparency, and security on an entirely new level. Imagine a world where your medical records are instantly accessible yet completely secure, where elections are free from fraud, and where artists get paid directly for their work without middlemen taking a cut. These aren't just futuristic fantasies, they're happening right now, powered by blockchain. Governments, corporations, and even everyday people are discovering how this technology can solve some of the world's most pressing problems. From tracking food safety to securing personal identities, blockchain is quietly shaping the future in ways you might never have imagined. In this video, we're diving deep into 7 surprising ways blockchain is transforming the world, far beyond Bitcoin and crypto trading. You'll see how this technology is being used to revolutionize industries, disrupt outdated systems, and create a future that's more secure, efficient, and fair. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you see the world forever. Blockchain technology emerged in 2008 as the foundation of Bitcoin, created by the mysterious figure known as Satoshi Nakamoto. At its core, blockchain is a decentralized digital ledger, an unalterable record of transactions spread across a global network of computers. Unlike traditional systems controlled by banks, governments, or corporations, blockchain operates without a central authority. It ensures transparency, security, and trust in a way that was never possible before. But here's where it gets interesting. Blockchain is no longer just about cryptocurrency. Over the past decade, visionaries and tech innovators have realized that this technology can solve some of the world's most persistent problems. Imagine a vast, interconnected web of records that cannot be erased, altered, or manipulated. Every transaction, every contract, every piece of information stored on a blockchain remains secure, verifiable, and accessible only to those with permission. Now, think about the challenges we face today. Corrupt voting systems, counterfeit goods flooding the market, stolen identities, and supply chains riddled with inefficiencies. These problems all share a common issue: a lack of transparency and trust. Blockchain offers a solution. Governments and businesses are already exploring ways to integrate this technology beyond finance. In Estonia, blockchain is being used to secure medical records, allowing patients to control their health data without fear of tampering. In the diamond industry, it's tracking the origins of stones, ensuring they are ethically sourced. Even the United Nations is experimenting with blockchain to distribute aid efficiently, reducing corruption and ensuring help reaches those who need it most. This technology is quietly laying the groundwork for a new digital revolution, one where trust is built into the system itself. And the best part? We're just scratching the surface. In the next section, we'll uncover 7 surprising ways blockchain is already transforming industries across the world, some of which you'd never expect. From securing elections to revolutionizing the entertainment industry, get ready to see how blockchain is shaping the future in ways beyond imagination. Imagine a world where corruption, fraud, and inefficiency are virtually impossible, where every transaction is verified, every contract is transparent, and every piece of data is secure. Sounds like a futuristic dream, right? But blockchain is making it a reality, and it's happening faster than most people realize. Let's start with something unexpected: voting systems. We've all heard stories of election fraud, rigged ballots, and political interference. What if voting could be completely transparent, tamper-proof, and verifiable by anyone in real time? Blockchain-based voting systems are already being tested in countries like Estonia, which has pioneered digital governance. With blockchain, every vote is recorded on an immutable ledger, making election fraud nearly impossible. This could be the future of democracy. And then there's food safety, a topic most people don't associate with blockchain. But think about it. How do you really know where your food comes from? Every year, millions of people fall ill due to contaminated food. Blockchain is revolutionizing supply chains by tracking food from farm to table, ensuring authenticity and safety. In 2018, Walmart partnered with IBM to implement blockchain in its food supply chain, reducing the time it takes to trace contaminated products from weeks to seconds. This could save lives. But let's take things even further. What if blockchain could make you money in ways you never imagined? The gaming industry, for example, is undergoing a massive transformation. Traditionally, in-game assets like skins, weapons, and characters exist only within the game itself, but blockchain is changing that by introducing true ownership. Players can now buy, sell, and trade digital assets across platforms using blockchain-based systems. This is already happening in games like Decentraland and Axie Infinity, where virtual real estate and characters are bought and sold for real-world money. And speaking of ownership, the entertainment industry is facing a revolution of its own. Have you ever wondered why musicians and artists struggle to get paid fairly? Record labels, streaming platforms, and middlemen take a huge cut, leaving creators with just a fraction of their earnings. But blockchain is shifting the power. Artists can now use smart contracts to ensure they receive payment instantly every time their work is streamed, played, or purchased. This eliminates unfair revenue-sharing models and puts control back into the hands of the creators. But perhaps one of the most mind-blowing uses of blockchain is in identity protection. Every year, millions of people fall victim to identity theft and fraud. Traditional systems rely on centralized databases that hackers can easily breach. But with blockchain, individuals can control their own identities, granting access only when necessary. Countries like South Korea and Switzerland are already experimenting with blockchain-based digital IDs, paving the way for a future where identity theft becomes obsolete. We just scratched the surface, and the best part is yet to come. In the next section, we'll explore the climax of blockchain's transformation, where its true power is unleashed in ways you never saw coming. Stay tuned. Now, imagine a future where every system we rely on is completely secure, transparent, and efficient, where fraud, corruption, and inefficiency no longer control the world's most critical industries. That future isn't decades away. It's happening right now, and blockchain is at the heart of this transformation. One of the most mind-blowing developments, blockchain in healthcare. Think about it. How many times have you had to fill out the same medical forms over and over again? How secure do you really think your health records are? Every year, cybercriminals steal millions of patient records, selling them on the dark web. But with blockchain, medical data can be securely stored in a decentralized system, accessible only to authorized individuals. In Estonia, hospitals are already using blockchain to protect patient records, ensuring that no one, not even hospital staff, can tamper with or access data without permission. But here's where it gets even crazier. Blockchain is being used to solve the global refugee crisis. Right now, millions of refugees live without official identification, making it nearly impossible for them to access basic services like healthcare, banking, or education. Without an ID, they don't exist in the system. But organizations like the United Nations and the World Food Program have started using blockchain to create digital identities for refugees. In Jordan, thousands of Syrian refugees are now able to buy food simply by scanning their retinas. Their biometric data is stored on a blockchain, ensuring they receive aid without corruption or middlemen taking advantage. And speaking of corruption, blockchain is being used to fight money laundering on a global scale. Did you know that an estimated $2 trillion is laundered every year through traditional banking systems? Criminal organizations hide their money through shell companies and offshore accounts, making it nearly impossible to trace. But blockchain's transparency is exposing financial crimes like never before. Governments and financial institutions are adopting blockchain to track suspicious transactions, making it harder for criminals to hide. Now let's talk about energy and sustainability. The way we consume energy today is inefficient and wasteful, controlled by large power companies. But blockchain is changing that by enabling peer-to-peer energy trading. In places like Brooklyn, New York, homeowners with solar panels can now sell excess electricity directly to their neighbors using blockchain-based smart contracts, bypassing utility companies entirely. This could be the future of energy, putting power back into the hands of individuals rather than corporations. And finally, perhaps the most controversial and game-changing use of blockchain, decentralized finance, or DeFi. Traditional banking is built on control. Banks hold your money, decide who gets loans, and charge fees at every step. But blockchain is creating a world where financial services exist without banks. With DeFi, people can lend, borrow, and earn interest without ever stepping foot into a bank. The global banking system is being disrupted, and big financial institutions are scrambling to adapt. This isn't just about Bitcoin. This is about redefining how the world works. Blockchain isn't just another tech trend, it's a revolution. And as more industries adopt it, the question isn't whether blockchain will change the world. The question is, are you ready for what comes next? Blockchain is no longer just about Bitcoin. It's reshaping industries, securing identities, and even redefining democracy. From healthcare to finance, energy to humanitarian aid, this technology is proving to be a force of change that challenges corruption, inefficiency, and outdated systems. But as with any revolution, questions remain. Will governments embrace blockchain or try to control it? Will traditional industries adapt or be left behind? One thing is clear, the future is being rewritten, and blockchain is holding the pen. The only question left is, will you be a spectator, or will you be part of the change? If you found this eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into groundbreaking innovations. Drop a comment. How do you think blockchain will shape the future?